You bought the bike to feel alive, not to fight it at every stoplight. Every year, riders bolt on upgrades that secretly make their motorcycles slower, sketchier, and less reliable. Today, we're exposing 10 popular 2025 mods that promise performance and deliver regret. We're talking glare that blinds oncoming traffic, performance parts that kill low-end torque, a $40 lever that can literally lock your front brake, and a tail tidy that invites tickets like free pizza. Do not touch that throttle. Give me half an hour and I'll save you money, headaches, and maybe your skin, with smarter alternatives that actually work. If you've installed any of these, I'm not judging. I'm handing you the fix. Ready to upgrade your judgment? Let's ride. Here's how this works. Quick note, I don't sell parts and I don't care what brand is hot this week. I care that your bike rides better when we're done here. We'll go mod by mod with a simple rhythm: what to skip, why it bites, and what to do instead. The goal is an action plan, not a parts hangover. Got your helmet buckled? Cool. Let's start with the most common lighting upgrade that ends up downgrading your actual vision. Number 1, plug-and-play LED bulbs in halogen housings. What to skip? Drop in LED bulbs on halogen reflectors because more lumens. Here's the trap. A halogen reflector is designed around a very specific filament position and shape. Swap in a generic LED emitter and your beam pattern goes from precise to potato. You create glare for everyone else and ironically get worse down-road visibility for yourself. Brightness isn't the hero here. Beam aim and optics are. Misaimed LEDs turn you into both a cop magnet and a karma magnet because you're lighting up windshields, not the road. Do this instead. Choose a dot/E marked LED headlight assembly that's engineered for LED emitters, with a crisp cutoff and a hotspot where you need it. If budgets are tight, run a high-quality halogen capsule and aim it meticulously. A careful aim often beats a sloppy LED every time. Need more light for back roads or commuting? Add auxiliary lights with a sharp cutoff and aim them low to avoid roasting oncoming traffic. What you'll feel? Calmer eyes at night, clean, usable road detail, and signs that stop screaming back at you. If your headlight currently scatters like a disco ball, the only thing you're illuminating is your bad decision. Number 2, bar phone mounts with no vibe isolation. What to skip? Cheap, rigid aluminum mounts that clamp your $1,000 phone directly to bar vibes. Bar vibrations plus a rigid mount can damage your phone's optical image stabilization and autofocus modules. Translation: your camera starts acting like it's from 2006. Bonus problems: rigid hardware plus vibes equals fastener fatigue. And the last thing you want is a bracket working loose at freeway speeds. Do this instead. Use a vibration damping mount from a reputable maker, or keep the phone off the bars entirely. A tank bag window works great. An audio-only navigation in your pocket is underrated. Serious touring? Consider a rugged Moto GPS that actually likes being on a handlebar. While you're at it, add a fused USB or SAE lead under the seat and route it cleanly so your cockpit stays tidy. What you'll feel? Clear navigation, a happy camera, fewer "why is this so blurry" tragedies. The only thing shaking on your ride should be your enemies. Let's do a quick reality check. If a $79 part could get you pulled over, reduce your visibility, and trash your resale, would you still slam buy now? Up next, 2 performance mods that rob you when you actually ride. Down low, in the real world, not just on a dyno screenshot. Number 3, fender eliminators, plus integrated tails done wrong. What to skip? Tail tidies that delete the plate light and mash turn signals into a single glowing jelly bean. It looks sleek on Instagram, it looks invisible in real traffic. You lose signal separation and plate visibility. Drivers can't read your intentions. Cops can't read your plate. And when it rains, your back gets power washed by your own rear tire. Do this instead. Pick a compliant tail tidy with a bright plate light and proper turn signal spacing. If you love the clean look of integrated tails, run them, but add compact stock indicators or bright auxiliary signals to restore left-right clarity. Test in a dark garage. Brake should be punchy and obvious. Turns should be unmistakable and separate. Looking clean is cool. Looking invisible is not. What you'll feel: a sleek tail without tickets or rear-end surprises, and a lot less road grime up your jacket. Number 4, lowering links/random geometry changes. To flat-foot it. What to skip? Dropping the rear only, or cranking preload to oblivion just to touch the ground. You're not lowering, you're unaligning the bike. You'll mess with rake and trail, which means twitchy turn-in, vague mid-corner feel, and a weird wandering sensation in a straight line. Your side stand angle changes, ground clearance disappears, and the suspension sits outside its happy zone. Do this instead. First, try non-invasive tricks. A low seat option, reshaping or narrowing the seat for better reach, or thicker-soled boots. If you truly need a lower bike, have a suspension pro drop both ends evenly. Respring, revalve as needed, and re-aim the headlight so you're not lighting tree canopies. After changes, recheck sag, chain slack, and side stand stability. You want confidence, not compromise. What you'll feel: a planted, predictable bike. Better reach at stops, and none of the wobble tax at speed. Number 5, pod filters on CV carb bikes and untuned EFI intakes. What to skip? Yanking the airbox for pods because race bike. CV carbs rely on pressure and velocity inside that airbox. Remove it and you invite flat spots, soggy throttle, and water drama every time it rains, unless you nail the jetting for your exact setup. On the EFI side, any meaningful intake change shifts airflow enough to require proper mapping. Run it untuned and you risk a lean, lurchy mess that sounds fast and rides terrible. Do this instead. Use a high-flow panel filter in the stock airbox to stabilize flow. If you change intake or exhaust, budget for a dyno tune, carb or EFI. If you're determined to run pods, plan on a full jet kit and a tuner who knows your specific model. Seat of the pants tuning usually means your pants are on fire. What you'll feel: smooth throttle transitions, a healthier mid-range, more consistent cold starts, and a bike that responds, not coughs. Number 6, cat delete and ultra-short exhausts without a tune. What to skip? Chopping the cat and tossing on a 6-inch megaphone of consequences. You just changed scavenging and back pressure. The bike will likely run lean, surge, stall at lights, or lose that mid-range you actually use. And yes, it'll be louder, smellier, and depending on your area, illegal. Do this instead. Pick a model-specific slip-on that plays nice with stock fueling, or go full system with a tune. Then get a proper ECU reflash or a quality piggyback mapped on a dyno to your setup. If you commute or ride long distances, consider a DB killer insert, not because you're soft, but because your neighbors are people. Loud pipes save lives? Maybe. Tunes save engines. What you'll feel: crisper throttle, better rideability, real gains you can measure, not just noise that impresses tunnels. Here's a question worth asking yourself. How many of your performance mods actually measure better? Lap time, braking distance, 40 to 80 roll versus just sound better? Coming up are the 2 cheapest upgrades that create the sketchiest moments when you least want them. Number 7, non-OEM tire sizes for the look. What to skip? Going taller, wider, or narrower because a photo made it look mean. The wrong size alters the tire's profile and steering geometry, can rub hard parts, confuse ABS or traction control, and make the bike feel sluggish to turn. Wider does not automatically equal grippier. It can be worse in the rain and slower to warm up. Do this instead. Stick to OEM sizes and load ratings unless a chassis pro tells you otherwise. If you want a different feel, start by changing tire model and compound within your stock size. Sport touring versus hypersport versus ADV can transform the bike. And keep pressures honest. Underinflation is the silent handling killer that ruins corner feel and eats sidewalls for breakfast. What you'll feel: predictable turn-in, better wet grip, consistent ABS behavior, and a bike that communicates instead of arguing. Number 8. Cheap shorty levers / mystery brand controls. What to skip? The $39 billet lever set that looks incredible in photos and terrible in your master cylinder. Bad tolerances can misalign the push rod, causing brake drag, or in the worst cases, lockup. On the clutch side, the wrong pivot distance means a tiny friction zone, stalls at lights, and a forearm workout you didn't ask for. I've met riders who swore their bike had a brake issue. It did. The issue's name was $39. Do this instead. Buy bike-specific adjustable levers from reputable brands. After install, verify free play and confirm the plunger fully returns. If you want better braking, upgrade pads first, flush your fluid, and consider stainless lines. That's where real control lives, not in rainbow anodized gamble parts. What you'll feel: consistent lever feel, safer stops, a clutch you can modulate with 2 fingers, and actual confidence. What if the scariest mod on your bike is one you can't even see? It's hiding in the relay box, blinking twice as fast, telling drivers basically nothing. Let's fix your signals, then your speedo, then your wallet. Number 9. Big sprocket swaps without calibration. What to skip: going -1 on the front or +3 on the rear for instant acceleration with zero plan. Yes, gearing changes can wake up a bike, but there's a cost. Your cruising RPM spikes, highway drone becomes real, fuel economy tanks, and suddenly your speedometer and odometer lie to you. Some ECUs and traction strategies also get cranky if wheel speed versus engine speed stops making sense. Do this instead. Make modest changes first. Try -1 front or +2 rear, not both. Live with it for a week. If your speed pickup is affected, install a speedo calibrator so your dash tells the truth. If what you really want is stronger roll-on without buzzy freeway misery, consider weight reduction, lithium battery, lighter exhaust, lighter wheels, or a tune focused on mid-range torque. What you'll feel: snappier response without the freeway headache, and a speedometer you can trust when the nice officer asks how fast you were going. Number 10. LED turn signals with no relay / resistors. What to skip: slapping on LEDs and ignoring the flasher relay and load. Hyperflash is more than annoying. It shortens the on time of your signal and communicates something's wrong to drivers. Some bikes won't flash at all. Do this instead. Install an LED-compatible flasher relay. It's the cleanest fix. If your bike requires it, add proper load resistors close to the signals. While you're there, check grounds and dab a little dielectric grease on the connectors to keep corrosion away. What you'll feel: clear, legal signal timing that humans can understand, and less rage from the SUV behind you wondering if you're turning or performing a light show. Now, for the correct upgrade mindset. The best upgrades make your motorcycle easier to ride, smoother throttle, cleaner lines, better night vision, clearer signaling. If a mod makes you work harder, it's not an upgrade, it's a tax. So here's your quick recap and action plan. Choose real LED housings or aim halogen correctly. Protect your phone with a vibration damping mount or move it off the bars. Keep signal separation and a bright plate light on tail tidies. Try seat or boot solutions first. If lowering, do both ends properly and reset up the bike. Map intake and exhaust changes. The tune is the mod that makes other mods work. Stick to OEM tire sizes, change model or compound, and keep pressures honest. Use quality bike-specific levers and verify free play. Make modest gearing changes and calibrate the speedo if needed. Pair LED signals with the correct relay or resistors so they blink at human speed. Your bike doesn't need more parts, it needs the right ones, installed the right way. If this saved you cash, pain, or you just enjoyed the dialogue, tap like so YouTube shows it to more riders. Subscribe for honest rider intel. No fluff, no fanboying, and if you want to protect your wallet after a crash, queue up the next one. Insurance traps riders fall for after a crash, and how to beat them. It's right there. I'll meet you in that video, and we'll keep more of your money in your hands. This is Motorcycle Vault. Ride safe, ride smart, and make sure your upgrades are actually improving your motorcycle.